shake, yeah, yeah, yeah. This blind ghetto God gave me big. Woo. I put the rollie on 5:30 in the morning. Woo. I really wanted it, I forgot I even bought it. By the block and I'm without to pay the mortgage. Dead broke, you still alive, it's rigor mortis. I got the chopper, so don't make me get the boss.
Flight boss, bitch, you know, for sure. You know, I just be in my vibrations and my little vibes. You know what I'm saying? That's a jet, that ain't check. You know what I'm saying? Throw the motherfucking pilot, man. You know, first of all, flight boss, bitch. You're now listening to the Mind Eminent Terry's Moon. I'm the Archangel Uriel, and I'm here to carry out God duties and motherfucking responsibilities. And right now, we're gonna talk about, you know, certain energies and frequency vibrations that you be picking up from your past life karma. Now, a lot of people want to know, like, damn, I kind of believe in reincarnation, or I kind of believe in past life, or I kind of believe I was here before, or I kind of, but you don't really have a good concept on try to understand it. So, you know, a lot of people may get confused and watch a lot of YouTube videos and this, that, and the third to try to figure out what's the real concept behind a past life. Now, like I said, everything is tied. What's the most connective type of energy on the in existence? The fluid, because we know everything is space, time, and matter. So I like to say space, time, and matter are higher frequencies of solid, liquid, and gas. You know what I'm saying? Space will be a higher frequency of the gas, time will be a higher frequency of the fluid, and matter will be a higher frequency of a solid. So, you know what I'm saying? When it comes into certain spheres of realities and certain densities, they play out in different roles depending on what lights is hitting it and what lights is pointing in what directions and creating what spheres of reality. So we know right here, we know as far as the space, when you keep your space and your room of idea and keep your mind clear and don't keep your mind clustered, you know that's full of the spirits, the space realm, where you are full of ideas. So you know you're not going to have any good ideas, or you're not going to have any ideas if you have a lot of stuff on your mind all the time, and you have a lot of stuff in your mind. It's going to add a lot of weight, and then that's going to be experienced, and it's going to be pulled into the fluid realm, which is your soul, which is the yin realm, the dark realm, the real melanated realm. And then in this realm right here, it gets to experience, soak in, it goes in. Like I said, like the gas is the external, that what was out, without, and then it went within. When God did his three sequence, it's three sequence. So then when it went into the fluid, it started to soak in, and it went in, and then that idea was experienced. And then through experience, you can't have an experience without time. They're one and the same. You know what I'm saying? So right here, after it has so many experiences and flow through so many realms of reality, it gets so much other things added to it, and weight and density, to the point it becomes into density. And when it becomes into density, it can be made physical. So it comes from a space to a fluid, it comes from a gas to fluid to solid. Then it needs transformed, and it does it all over again. You know what I'm saying? Life, birth, and death. So when you want to, like, if you watch my videos, you already know that your soul, your yin part of your body is connected to the fluid. This is why it fills up your inside. It's the representations of what's in you. Your inner self, your moon sign. You know what I'm saying? If you want to go to another realm of reality, if you want to go to a spiritual realm of reality, we say it's the yin realm. You know what I'm saying? And if you, no matter what realm of reality you could throw at me, I got a word for it. But you know what I'm saying? When we want to talk about understanding your past life, we know even the moon is dealing with connection. We know if you go to a basic astrologer, they'll tell you that the moon deals with your past, or deals with mother, or deals with nurture, or deals with past, and bring it to here, to karma. So we know the moon, soul, yeah, we know all that's connected. If you watch my videos, you already know how I break it down. Now, so we know the emotions and the feelings is tied to this, right? So these are very real. So this is why you can go into a place and never been in that place before, but have a certain feeling and an emotion about it. You know what I'm saying? Because you got the idea about it because you've seen it, heard about it, looked at it, or something like that. Boom, then you experienced it, so it started to connect. Then the feeling and emotion you had about that place, any feeling and emotion that you have, that's your connection with it. And whether you make it into density or not, whether it's a place you really want to go to the point that you really end up going there, you make it physical, or it just becomes an idea or a fragment or something that you're going to manifest a representation of later on, sometime days later. At the same time, we know the emotions and the feelings is what's connecting it all, because that's your fluid. That's what connects you to everything. That's when you love someone because they love you back. That's a connection. The connection is the fluid there. It's a harmonious pool. You know what I'm saying? You hate someone, they hate you back. That's a hatred pool. But it's as long as you could connect in some type of way, we know that's as far as the soul. Now, you ever been in life, right? And you ever thought like, man, I'm really supposed to be doing something. Like, you ever really wanted to do something, right? And then it just seemed like it was so hard to do. Alright, that's a manifestation from what you carried from a past life. The reason why you can't really technically understand it from a left brain point of view, because you might not been in the physical representation of what you was in at the time. Like, the physical representation you in right now, which is your body, you may have been in another individual, you may have been a person, place, or thing, and for that matter. Some people bring their spirits and souls so much into density into their lives that they end up becoming something solid. They become a rock or something. Their spirit being a rock, can't even move. They spiritless. They got so separate from God to the point that they couldn't connect again. But when we talk about as far as knowing your past karma, anything you try to do, I mean, and you got to work hard to do it. And you may accomplish it. It's not to say you're not going to accomplish it, but the harder that you have to work to get to that, that's a representation of letting you know that it might have been something that you have already had. And then when you in this lifetime now, you feel the emotions and feelings that you should have it. For some reason, you gravitate towards certain things. Just like, I'm just gonna keep it all the way 100 with y'all. Like, I do a lot of music, but I gravitate more energy and attention when I talk or present something or teach. So that let me know that any entertainment factor, and I have Saturn and a bunch of other shit in the 5th house, so that's another video. But for the sake of this video, that lets me know that something that it's like a gift, and it's like a talent and a gift. That may have been a gift that I had in a previous life, so I know how to do it, so it becomes a talent in this life. But it is not my gift, because a talent is something you have to keep working on in order to convince people. A gift is something you have to do little to no effort, and it works. You see what I'm saying? So that's the thin line between a talent and a gift. So for me to have a talent, 9 times out of 10, that's what I'm going to want to express. And that's what everyone wants to express, their talents. But when they see all the loopholes and things that they have to go through, and the discouragements and all the moments that they have to go through in order to reach that, when you do actually reach it, it feels so much pleasant than anything else, because it's almost like your soul is feeling like I'm here again. I finally got back to the place I was at. I got detached from. But see, you have a lot of people who may have experienced bad past lives, and when they come here now, they get wealth easy. So they don't look at it the way you look at it, because it's a gift, it's not a talent. So they may look at it like, you care about $100 million? I don't. You care about that car? I don't. I shit on that car every day. They may spit on their stuff, and you know what I'm saying, do all kind of stuff. The stuff that you wanted for years, they disrespect them things. You know what I'm saying? You may be looking at these people like, what the fuck? It's because they soul, that's where their soul at. So you have to understand that. You have to know that you have infinity of time, and quit thinking of this linear time of death. And you only live once concept and shit, and flat earth and shit. But for the most part, to understand your past life, now anything you have to try, and it could be simple things. Like, you could probably go get a job to work hard because you want a house. It's that simple. It's just in this realm of reality, it may be through situations of like government and banking. The way this realm of reality is set up, it may have been set up a different way, in a different frequency, time, and space when you was in that other frequency body. So you're not going to remember the logicality of it. You're only going to remember the right brain of it, which is the emotions and feelings. Remember, the solid come last. It's the idea, it's the space, it's the gas, then it's the fluid, the soul, the yin, and then it's the solid, and it's the material, the physical, and that's yang. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so many words, woman is God, but not the woman that people are trying to portray as the human being. You know what I'm saying? That's just a way different. It's not even woman yet. See what I'm saying? Now, anything you really wanted to do, like, and you is just work hard to do it, that lets you know that's your karma. You have to work your debt off to get back there. That's your karma. So that's what it technically is. Everybody working out their karma every day, to the smallest scale to the largest scale. So we're all, this is a like a, I don't want to say a prison, but this is a reality that we put ourselves in. So it's almost like when you put yourself in something, you're concealing yourself. You're locking yourself away from something. Regardless of how you look at it, we may originally, well, not me, but you guys of humans as a collective consciousness, you may have originally agreed to perceive this reality that you collectively agreed on just for the sake of wanting to pleasure that. But just for the sake of doing that, you still detach yourself from the outer realm. You know what I'm saying? That's why you're always in something. That's why you're in a globe. You're in a house. You're in a womb. You're in even to situations in the fourth dimension. You're in some type of gang. You're in some type of corporation. You're in some type of business. You're always in something. You're never out of something. And anytime you're out of something, you're looked at as outside the box or out of here or weird or someone who don't do, you know what I'm saying? And it's just a whole realm. We don't have to be in a globe. We don't have to be in a world. Do y'all know that? We created shit. Do y'all know that? But we can't even get there yet, because we still got people leaving comments up under videos I'm leaving comments under saying that if I was an angel, I wouldn't have a reason to brag about it. Then how the fuck anybody gonna know it's a fucking angel on fucking earth? You know what I'm saying? It's just it's so much groundwork that's just crazy. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I got enough energy to do it. You know what I'm saying? That's what we here for. So that's how you dictate your future. Now, dictating your future, you can't know where you're going unless you know where you've been. Now, where that phrase come from? Where that motherfucking phrase come from? And I'm gonna tell you motherfuckers where it came from. How you gonna know where you going if you can't actualize where you been? And people may say that, but they say that in one realm of reality. They talk about where they been 5 years ago and where they going 10 years from now. They still condensed in time. They still condensing little stupid shit. Look, time is infinity. You've been here millions of times. So you have to really look at it like that. So to know where you actually been, you have to know what you're actually working for, and know what is actually you pointing to and working so hard for, and what is the actual meaning of it, and what is the matter of it. Now, I know as y'all in the collective consciousness, shit like this is gonna be very hard to do. You're gonna be like, Dogo, how the fuck we gonna get up and get out and try to do this, that, and the third, because we can't do this, that, and the third. So this, that, and the third is gonna be hard to do this, that, and the third. See, look, I know it's gonna take time for y'all as a human race. Like I said, I got the energy. But what I'm specifically talking about now, I'm just talking about it is what it is. When y'all get to a point that y'all really look at what y'all working towards, giving your time to, anything you're giving your time to, you're giving your soul to. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck what it is. Everybody's selling. If you made money from any fucking thing, you sold your soul. But you can't sell your soul because there's nothing to sell your soul to. You have it. You're just letting other beings use it. You know what I'm saying? So you're being used. So anytime you work too long at a job, what happens? You feel used. Anytime you're in an obligation too long or a contract too long, what happens? You feel used and abused. You may be the prettiest, sharpest motherfucker in the world. Inside, you feel used and abused. You need to get away. You feel ugly. You feel like you don't want to be seen. You're tired of the people you was around. It's wearing down on you. Why is that? You see what I'm saying? You have to work to know where you're going, know where you've been. To know where you've been, you know what you're working on in this present time. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm hella talented at music, but I'm not gonna sit here and try to force that down 100 motherfuckers' throat when I could sit here and do what I'm supposed to do in this lifetime right now. So I'm dealing with my karma. I'm here right now to teach what I have done in the past life. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? So that's what the flourishing come from now. So your path might not be like my path, but the way we get there is the same. You see what I'm saying? And it's a lot of, we can even go into density and get to astrological placements. You know what I'm saying? Seeing where your first house lord is at. seeing what rules your 10th house. And then you want to get into your relationships after that. Relationships don't always deal with a mate. Relationships in all forms. So that's the 7th house. You want to know where your 7th house Lord is at. And then know what's in your 11th house. So that way, that's going to tell you how you're going to conduct your relationships in the public. And the better you know how to conduct public relationships, which is the public is the 11th house and relationships is the 7th house, the better you know how to conduct public relationships, the further you can go in business matters. You see what I'm saying? Or if you're a person in real estate, you want to see where the 4th house Lord is at. And then wherever the 4th house Lord is at, you want to see what sign is in the 6th house, because that's going to be how you actually work on whatever you're doing with domestic issues, what could deal with real estate and home, which is the 4th house. You see what I'm saying? So it's a lot of different other shit. But if it's something you have to actually work on, the 6th house is the enemy house and it's the karma house. Also, the 6th and the 12th house. The 12th house is the 12th house is the karma house, and the 6th house is the work house. So knowing what's going on with your 6th house is letting you know what you should be working on now. And knowing what's going on in your 12th house is letting you know what baggage you're carrying from past lives. So knowing where your 12th house Lord is at is knowing what baggage you're carrying from a past life. You know what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? My 12th house Lord, my 12th house is Cancer. My 12th house Lord is in the 4th house. Which is the moon. You know what I'm saying? And I have Pluto here. So I'm carrying a lot of domestic and emotional baggage. So when I'm carrying it here, to know where that baggage is coming from, then I'm going to need to know where the 4th house Lord is at. And the 4th house Lord is Scorpio. The 4th house is Scorpio. So the 4th house Lord will be Mars and Pluto. So Mars in my chart is in the 6th house. So to know what emotional baggage I'm coming is working in general. I feel like I have to work overly to get anything accomplished, because I know in the previous life I was at a time I didn't have to work hard. I had the gift. I had the gift of being of music and talent, or music or entertainment, right? And my talent may have been something else, but my gift flourished. Now in this lifetime that got taken away from me, but I feel like that's like something I should be at. So that's why I work so hard to get there. But at the same time, it's not coming as fluid, because that's not what I'm here to do in the present moment. I'm here to use my gift. So your gift always going to help your talent. Your talent is never going to help your gift. Your talent is just going to make you frustrated and make you regret that you never used your gift in life. But if you use your gift is always going to open the door for your talents. See what I'm saying? Now, you may be going through something specifically different in your life. You may be experiencing other struggles. You may get up and go to work every day for the things in your life. Everybody got their own path. All I'm saying is, I know we all not going to be able to come as one to be able to do this. But for the time being, let's work little by little and change the world little by little each year, so we can start coming to this conclusion. Start thinking about what you're actually working for. And what does it actually mean? And why is it making you frustrated that you don't have it? And you're going to lighten so much load off you just by doing that, making that a practice every day. You know what I'm saying? You may stop seeing a few people. You may stop having a few things. You may stop being in certain places that you usually wanted to be at. Or the universe might just fuck you up and just put more people around you, put you in more better situations. You know what I'm saying? Universe play games like that. It just want to see you up for it, though. You know what I'm saying? So, I say that to say this. Anything that you're working on, you're striving towards, maybe that might have been something you already had, and then you might be working so hard to get it. When you get it, you might realize it's something that you didn't even want in this lifetime anyway. So you see what I'm saying? Try to find your gift. Even it's going to be scary. Your gift is always scary because it's jumping into a new realm of reality. See, your talent is comfortable. That's something feels normal. You even going to see thousands and millions of representations of it on Earth. External outside of you, other people doing it. Because it feels comfortable. It feels like that's something naturally you should be doing. Oh, he's a natural talent at that. Oh, she's a natural talent at that. Yeah, that feel comfortable. It feel good letting the whole world it feel comfortable, and it makes sense to let the whole world know that you can do that. But as soon as you get into your gift, oh, I don't know if I should be letting people know I be listening to that. Oh, I don't know if I should letting people know I be listening to Archangel Uriel. Oh, I don't know if I should be letting people know I know how to do that. I don't think I should be letting people know I be thinking about that. You see? You see how this world got us fucked up? Get your mind right. Flight boss, bitch, you know, for sure. Goddamn, and it's Sunday, goddamn.